Alright, welcome back, and, yeah, nothing has really changed since, the last episode ended. Colonial against... yep, here we go. This is the, thing I was talking about for completing our idea set here. That causes belly against all the natives. And, yeah, we're holding off on buying this, because, especially with such poor admin point generation, we don't want to waste any administrative points. Sadly, we're not quite making enough per month to hire a second advisor. Who are our diplomatic reputations? Oh, I see. So, them supporting my independence means that takes up some of my diplomatic relationship slots. That seems a bit silly. Could cause problems for nations. More fur. This is good. Like I said, fur, much more valuable than fish. Or... did we have... or naval supplies. Yeah, they'll no longer support our independence, whatever. How's religion going everywhere? The Reformation seems to be doing quite well in this game, although... well... I guess that solves that problem there, but, Theologian... we will do this, because that will get us new decisions, and it will no doubt help the long term. We have the statute and restraint of appeals, so more money, and some more revolt risk. To revolt risk without that individual is... and we have also increased centralization, so we would have about -2 base revolt risk with all the little... once all the temporary stuff that we currently have is gone. We'll boost Sweden's opinion of us to get money. So here we have the Castilian West Indies. 25 Liberty Desire. And this is in Colonial Guyana. Alright. Well, Castile got the first colonial nation, but that doesn't mean we won't get some of our own. Hopefully, I hope they'll decide actually that sticking to this... 100% goods produce and -5 aggressiveness in... here? Yeah, here. That's very good, because that province produces fur, which means much more money, and we don't even have to worry about natives attacking it anymore. But I hope Portugal decides staying in this area is more important than staying in the trade node, because I might be able to completely block them off by taking Ohio, which I want to take anyways, because this, as well as a port on this side of the world, or on this side of the continent, and then we could block them off from here, taking the rest of St. Lawrence trade node, and then basically just be a matter of getting their provinces over time, which would likely happen anyways, because we are going to go for the strategy of probably going to go for the strategy of allying with France and Connacht against England and Portugal, and by extension Castile, because actually they're not allied with Portugal. England and Aragon, interesting. So they were fighting Castile. So they're enemies. Ooh, that actually works against Portugal. That makes them much easier to attack. Yeah, if their only allies are England and Aragon, Aragon probably won't be a problem. England could be a problem, but with France and Connacht on our side, that might work. And, except Castile, yeah, they've rivaled France. If they hadn't, we might have been able to even convince Castile to ally with us, which would be very good. Would have been very good indeed. Although maybe we could convince Morocco. That might be interesting. And they have those areas there. Sweden appears to be losing to... There's some Catholics. Those are also Catholics. There's a lot of Catholic zealots in Sweden right now. They don't approve of the state changes to religion. Also, I should have bought this a while ago. I'm completely wasn't paying attention. That's very bad. Tolerance of heretics, good. And more missionary strength, very good. I could theoretically convert immediately. Like, I can already convert. But, now there are some downsides. We would get another Protestant province, but I don't think our situation is strong enough right now for us to be able to safely do that. We would be able to afford an idea immediately. I'm going to get the religious idea group right away, but the problem with grabbing it is that it will decrease the chance of our province being Protestant. So, for now, we won't grab it. Yeah, Finnmark can produce 10% less fish. I'm okay with that. Ah, yes. Level 2 trade buildings from England and all their Scottish provinces. We are definitely falling very far behind in that regard. Heresy. Gain Inquisitor, 10 Papal influence. Ah, my advisor is a heretic. Yeah, I'll take the free admin power and ditch the Papal influence that we don't care too much about anyways. So unfortunately, Portugal has decided that the trade node is more important than colonial region boundaries. This makes me sad. But, you know, we can do the same thing. We'll prioritize the trade node too, so we'll be taking Ontario next, once our colony is finished. And that was our good leader, wasn't it? Yeah. Our good leader did not last long. That's unsurprising, honestly. That's how things tend to work out, you know, if you think about it. The good things never last long. The mediocre guys, on the other hand, forever. I really wish we would get some more events to spread. Here we go. More of these events. Yes, thank you, game, for providing me with that, so I didn't have to try and remember things that I shouldn't be forgetting in the first place. England is now converted to Protestant. This is actually... it's kind of realistic, because Scandinavian and England did... or the Scandinavian nations and England did, in fact, convert to Protestant in reality, but for in-game, it's been a fairly successful reformation so far. Though whether it will remain that way has yet to be seen. Where was that? Here? Here. Okay. And our religious unity... so, we'd only have 11% religious unity if we were to convert to Catholic right now, or to Protestant right now, which is a problem. That's not nearly enough. And it looks like they still don't have a merchant here, which means all of the trade is still going to the North Sea, which, well, it's helping England a bit more than we'd like, but it's helping us too. New colonial nation. Vinland. As much as I would like to rename it Go Home Portugal, No One Loves You, or maybe even, well, you know, just something in general as an insult to Portugal for daring to colonize up here, there really wouldn't be much of a point because they're an AI and wouldn't understand it. So we'll just leave it as Vinland. Plus, you know, Vinland sounds cool. It's a really annoying bug that the provinces aren't counted as being adjacent to each other, these two. So the name gets split in two. But anyways, like I said, we are going to colonize this province because we want as much of the Gulf of St. Lawrence trade node as we can get. And I don't think all the trade's going to be going forward anymore, because Vinland will be collecting. But most of it is still outgoing. And the tariffs we're getting now more than make up for it, or maybe not more than, we'll see once our colonist arrives. Yep, and we get a bonus to colony income as well, because of one of our ideas. So, well, actually it doesn't do us very much right now. We could boost it. We have a lot of administrative power, and they have no liberty to desire on it. Same religion. Religious civil disorder in England. Hopefully it will mess with their building of trade buildings. How are things with Denmark? We still dislike them. Only it's no longer based enough upon the event relationship penalties. How? We'll go with that one. Quicker colonial growth is good. Portugal is disproportionately powerful in the node because another bug, this province is listed as an estuary even though there's not even a river in it in this random world. I think the first thing we're going to do when we're independent, assuming we can get the alliances set up properly and the situation with Portugal doesn't change too much, is we are going to declare war for some of these territories up here. And worst case scenario, England becomes war leader and we have to fight, instead of just like, say, Actually, I don't know, probably worse. Regardless, we'll be fighting like 3 countries, basically. That's what I was going to say in probably overly complex ways there. Colonists is taking a long time to arrive. Vinland has finally built themselves up some troops. How are they? They've attacked our peaceful settlement. How dare they? Trade, defensive, and economic ideas. Can't remember if they get... they started off with our technology, which means they're a little bit behind. I mean, it makes sense, but it means they're a little bit behind. I wonder if... I can't remember if colonial ideas in and of itself gives them a colonist. They have much better... a much better ruler than we do. But, you know, we can live with that. It's not that big of a deal. And then once this is colonized, because it's in the same colonial region, it will go to Vinland. Excellent, that's become self-sustaining. We'll go here. Or, actually... yeah, you know what? We are going to take Ohio next. so that we can start exploring off this way. And that's something we'll get to next episode. It won't be too long before Castile has their second colonial nations. Sweden was broken by rebels. Well, accepted. Hans is now supporting Sweden's independence. Sweden is Catholic again. Denmark is probably not going to be maintaining these unions for much longer. We won the Battle of Ohio. I need to remember to build buildings so we can get England out of our trade node. See, we're up to 54% power, and we don't even have the same tier of buildings as them. Austria got elected emperor again. We really aren't getting as many Protestant provinces as I'd like. If we were to convert, one of our provinces would change, and we'd gain a lot of money. We'd lose stability. Let me check here. Okay. As soon as we have 800 administrative power saved up... Actually, no, as soon as we have... Let's see, minus 80 from that. As soon as we have 720 administrative power saved up, we are going to convert to Protestant, which will provide us with a discount to idea cost, which we will then use to get the first 2 ideas from the religious branch, giving us an extra missionary, which will be very useful to converting the rest of our country, which we should be able to do, because we have a lot of bonuses going into our mercenaries and low base tax provinces. Ooh. Well, that's still increasing. And, I like my prestige, so we'll keep that. Well, Castile is, not really patrolling their trade routes, or their colonies too well down here, it would appear. I imagine Portugal would be having similar problems up here, if not for us. It's probably what we'd see over here, too, if we were to go look. Honored military. Ah, we're at war again. Excellent. More money. Definitely worth the military power. Again, because, you know, the ruler from Denmark he has a really good military score. Vinland is growing in power, although they still don't have a navy, which I dislike. That was weird, that it slowed down like that. Are we fighting England in this war? Oh, we are fighting England in this war. This is going to end poorly for some of our fleets, isn't it? It's probably not safe for you to be out patrolling alone, so we're going to cut that for now, even though if it means we might get pirates. Send him to Rome. He'll make a nice bishop. Increased decentralization, that's more money per month, which is good. More trade, power. Our relations with England are, well, not completely shot. But we would gain a lot from making them our rival, so that's what we'll do. And now France will like us more, as will Connacht. Ontario. Yay! They've attached their army to mine to help in the war. Not that they can't help in the war. Excellent. We've got a little bit of a sea province explored. This Sea of Segueros. But, Reformation branches out. Okay. Well, that means, Reformed has entered the stage, and let's put my plan in action. That reminds me, it's time time to put it in action. Why can't we do this? Because we're at war. Thanks, Denmark. Or did they start this? The Tyrannical Order started this. Thanks, guys. On the other hand, England doesn't really appear to be doing a lot in this war, which means our fleets can continue to trade. But, well, that's it for this episode. I guess next time, as soon as we get the chance, we will have to convert and grab some ideas. Alright, well, that's... yeah. So, Vinland, and Denmark's losing another war. They might get negative prestige from this, actually, and if they do, that would guarantee the Union will break upon the death of the monarch. So, yeah, things are definitely going our way. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll be back to watch the next one.